All right, let's get into it. My favorite AFI album is Sing the Sorrow. And why I'm choosing that one is because it brought a whole new audience to AFI, me included. And the album itself is amazing, start to finish. It has probably the most amount of singles from any of their other records. You got Bleed Black, Silver and Cold, Girls Not Great, which is I think was their first one from this. But the Leaving Song Part One, Two, But Home Is Nowhere. The list goes on. It's just an amazing record. Um, I got into AFI because of this album. I did not listen to Sing the Sorrow first. I want to say I listened to Girls Not Grey. And then once I heard that, and I was like, am I emo? What's going on? Because the look of AFI in that album was emo, goth, something going on there. Um, Luckily, I had a friend, or I have a friend named John who had a few of their CDs from, I don't know, back in the day. I guess he also got into them at some point. So he let me borrow them, and I started off with Very Proud of Ya, which is a good record. They sound very punkish. It's very raw. It's a favorite of mine as well. Advances in Modern Technology, Perfect Fit, File 15. Um, they all have good songs. Like, a great thing about AFI is that I think it's one of those bands that they just pour so much into it that I think the majority of their albums, for me, are no skip albums. But going back to what we were discussing, um, some of us or some of you might say, "Oh, shut your mouth and open your eyes." That one, has so much power. It has third season, a single second, and it's just a powerful album. But I think that one is harder to get into. So like newer fans and stuff like that, if you play him that album, I don't think it would, um, you know, attach to them the same way that Sing the Sorrow would. The other album that I think would be top selection or contender would be Black Sails in the Sunset. This would be my favorite choice, if I wasn't being honest with myself, to say that Sing the Sorrow is the best one. Black Sails would be my second pick. Black Sails is probably the album that I've played the most. You know, Straight Through Wounding. It's just like as soon as I hear it, it's like I'm in. Like I have to listen to this record like start to finish. It just has so many good songs, and they're all like different feelings for me. Like uh, I don't know, Malicious Maleficarum, if I'm pronouncing that right, Narrative of Souls Against Soul, and Close Smoke Cathars, The Prayer Precision, The Last Kiss, At a Glance, and then you ended with God Called in Sick Today. It's like so good. It's like if I could re-listen to an album of theirs for the first time, it would be this one. Um, it's just so good. And then another thing is like they would always put like hidden songs. Like Black Sails had Midnight Sun, if I'm remembering correctly, which is also a banger. And like it's just I don't know. There was something about finishing an AFI album, and then all of a sudden, Battle came like turn on, and then or Midnight Sun, or what was the other one? Damn it! I should have like done my research, but I didn't want to because I wanted to go off memory. So I'll skip. But you guys know, I'm pretty sure Cindy Sorrow has one too. This time Imperfect. There you go. Okay, so going back to the AFI albums, Art of Drowning. Now, Art of Drowning has the definition of what AFI is for me, which is going to be the classic, cult classic, fan favorite, Days of the Phoenix. Now, if you haven't listened to that song and you're an AFI fan, like go listen to it. Come back and let us know your thoughts. I doubt that you're listening to AFI for the first time and have not heard that band, that song itself. Even the video is great. Um, but yeah, so um, Art of Drowning is also one of those albums. I think this one's very bass heavy. So Hunter definitely like, shows off in this one. I remember listening to this one. I don't know, man. I was a teenager, but the Nephilim, of Greetings and Goodbyes, and then I know I said Days of the Phoenix, but the Despair Factor was another like big one. Um, it's just if you feel the same way about the Despair Factor, please share me a little black heart in the comments. You guys, you'll get it. You know why that song is amazing. Um, Obviously their EPs are great. The All Hollows, like fucking amazing. Um, they play Total Immortal. I remember listening to Total Immortal for the first time, and I was listening to the backup vocals, and I was like who is this person? Who are these? Who's screaming back there? And then I was like, oh, it's Dexter Holland from The Offspring. Like, what's going on? And then I found out the Offspring also played Total Immortal. Um, and I mean, The Offspring's another like one of my favorite bands when I was growing up. It still is. Like, even though I don't listen to the new stuff anymore, like all the classic albums of theirs, like they all still hit the same to me. I can go months without listening to an AFI album or an Offspring album, and then just play it and just remember the lyrics. It's just like that, you know. It's very welcoming. It's a very some albums that just sculpted my love for music when I was growing up. Um, and then Sing the Sorrow came out like in 2000 something, 2003 or something. Um, and I remember like AFI like on MTV and all that, like seeing Davey for the first time. Like you gotta understand, like I didn't have a computer, so and I didn't have cable, so all the stuff that I learned was pretty much through my friends. So I remember like I didn't know the look of AFI until um Sing the Sorrow came out, and obviously like the music videos. Um, but then I would see him like, cause it would win like so many awards because that album was just so popular. Um, and to this day, it's just I don't know, it's just amazing that they were able to evolve their sound in each album. And I know I'm not like talking about their first one, like the Stay Fashionable one. I never really listened to it. I've never get my hands on it, and it would probably be a good listen. Like now that I can probably just play it on Spotify. But going back, like Sing the Sorrow had gave us the image of AFI. Their sound was very polished, very good. The guitar was great. Was shit? I'm forgetting his name. Jade Pudgett. Anyway, um, he's amazing in this album, and then the vocals for Davey is just like incredible, and the chant for Miss Sarah Cantare, it's like man, it's like how can you compare this with any other of their albums? Like, play it right now and tell me that you didn't listen to the next song after it ended. Like, it's that good. It just hooks you into the rest of the album. But lyrically, Bleed Black, they have some other, maybe not lyric heavy songs like Dancing Through Sunday, but it's still a great song. Like, it's just so good. Death of Seasons, The Great Disappointment. Um, This Time Imperfect, Synesthesia, like it's just I don't know, man. It's so good. Um, and then after this, we get December Underground, and December Underground is also a very good record. I also liked it a lot. But you can tell like they're going off of Sing the Sorrow. So anything they would have put after that one would have been um, a very difficult thing to match. I want to say this album is up there. It's really good. You know, it's very well produced. Prelude is also a great intro. But the songs themselves, like, I don't think I don't think they were up to their standards or up to my standards of what an AFI album is. Um, this is probably one of the first albums that I listened to that I love from the get-go. It took me a little bit to get into it. Not saying like obviously their singles for this are great, you know, Miss Murder and what is it, Love Like Winter, I think. Uh, but you know, Kiss and Control and all that, you know, they're all good. They all have hooks. I'm not. It's not a bad album, but it's not the greatest. And then Crash Love is where I dropped off. Now, Crash Love might be your best album, your favorite album. It was not mine. I tried it. I want to say I listened to Medicated. Um, it was alright. I think Beautiful Thieves was another one from it. I might revisit this. Like it's strange. Like it's a band that I love so much that I've never seen live, and I'm just waiting for them to come down to my city because I'm gonna be there. Like I'm gonna be this 38-year-old that wants daily to fucking play like the old songs, but obviously I'm sure they play like their hits and then the new album like most bands do. So that's it. Like if you love AFI, if you think I'm a poser or whatever, let me know. We can have a conversation in the comments. But again, for those who love this band, grew up with this band, even if you came into this band late, like I did, because when I originally started listening to them, I was called a poser. And then, you know what? Like, fuck you. Like, I like music. I'm not posing as a punk or a goth or whatever. I just like music and period. That's it. Like, throughout my um, adolescence, I've listened to classical rock, metal, prog, happy punk, hardcore, back to metal, deathcore, and now I'm in some realm of some sort of psychedelic rock. Anyway, conversations for a different day. This is an AFI post. Let me know if you love it. Let me know what you like. Tell me what your favorite albums are. You know what to do.